Ending USAID, the latest casualty in the Trump administration's attempt to shrink the federal government, will have unintended impacts on Americans. Farmers are feeling the effects of the government aid freeze.
Farm commodities that are grown partly here in Iowa are used for good programs like USAID. And that helps with our abundant supplies. And when those supplies are no longer used, we've got grain that we're sitting on, and the prices decline even further at a time when farmers aren't making much money.
Farmers, who already operate under thin margins, said that funding cuts to other programs like the USDA and a new trade war were concerning.
Now we're adding tariff wars, where we're unsure what access to marketplace we're going to have. In the previous administration, we lost a lot of access to market shares, and farmers weren't able to move their grains as freely. And so I think we're all just kind of going into this knowing that we're already going to have a year where we have really, really tight margins.
We're already at a time where people have a lot of uncertainty about their farm operation. They're sitting down with their lenders this time of year to say, okay, let's line up credit for this year. What do you expect for prices? What do you expect for your assistance from the government for conservation or climate? And those items are just big, huge question marks.
Some lawmakers are calling for the Trump administration to unfreeze funds so almost $500 billion of food that is currently being stored in ports, ships, and warehouses doesn't go to waste. About 40% of international food aid is provided by U.S. farmers, per the Congressional Research Service.